SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's the AFC Wildcard round on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulder.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
3rd and 11.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the Charger offense making their way out, and they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wallace. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
at their own.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Now this offense about ready to take over again.
They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January, but hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes out right around the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
More from L.A. in a moment.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wallace looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
So how many more years are we going to define this position as running back? I really feel like we're evolving into something else because they have to be such a hybrid, don't they? Guys who can run it, but I'd love to have those guys with hands like a wide receiver.
1st and goal from the 6.
Operating from the gun, Wallace. His pass caught with the 4. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after try forthcoming. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 4 yards. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Gun now on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on 2nd down, Wallace. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Off the play fake, Wallace. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Wallace. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
25-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
It's a pickup of
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
3 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Dolphins, nothing.
Right back to him on first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And to give this time to the tailback. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. And we'll see if that pick-6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play that is the ultimate momentum change. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
29-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Six yards left on second down.
Dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Number 84.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
It's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit. We're not even at halftime.
A 40-yard punt, no return. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
A loss of 3 yards. It's second down.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Wallace. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Pass. Complete to number 47. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Wallace. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on first down. Kirkpatrick, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run first down.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On first down, Kirkpatrick, and not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on second down. Wallace. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw. Wallace. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
2-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. So he got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
On 3rd down, Kirkpatrick trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. Taking it in. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go. And let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Extra point up and through. And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so because the run has been very effective for them.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
The Chargers.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Looking to throw. Wallace. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now
so they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, Wallace. That is incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Wallace. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the Chargers punter now. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people who will put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shot. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 27.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
A loss of 9 yards.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On is the Chargers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC Wildcard game. And it's the Houston Texans who are not done yet as they knock off the New York Jets. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now
to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. From the gun, Wallace. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Operating from the gun, Wallace. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th.
Dolphins, nothing.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Complete to number 34. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 13. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass on
they get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 7. First down, Miami. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
1st and 10.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Right back to him on first down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
The tackle,
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
4 yards. It's 2nd down.
That's the second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
2nd and 14.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
It feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Wallace. And he whips that incomplete there. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 20.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
To throw on 3rd down, Wallace. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. And if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's the end of the third.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
14-yard line.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Rolling to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. But defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Makes the score. Chargers 31.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
Well, you remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking on a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team. Okay, I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff, because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants a football in his hands. He's had a good day. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now left side on the swing pass. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kirkpatrick, sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Kirkpatrick. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
He was taken
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. That's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
15.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
10 at the 16-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Kirkpatrick, and he stopped immediately there. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts.
as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
On the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
The Chargers, they're going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.